I'm now in my 30s and I feel so good. Not just my appearance, but also internally. Hello, my lovely ladies, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is inspired by one of you, actually. Because recently I had a call with a wonderful lady, and she said, Urania, I feel that it's too late for me. I feel that I am too old to change my life. And mind you, she's in her 40s. And I thought, what? No. Who told us that? Who told us that at a certain age, in our 30s, 40s, 50s, sometimes in our 20s, women start believing that they are too old? That is a lie. And it's a lie that is keeping many women stuck. And it's making us self sabotage. It's making us not reach our full potential. Because we have this weird belief that the age we are right now is too old to achieve what we want in our lives. When you sit with that idea, can you hear how limiting and how sad that sounds? We are putting ourselves in cages, mental cages, that a certain age bracket is holding us back from what we really want. And that's why I wanted to make this video for women of any age, that if there is something that you want for yourself, if there is a desire you have in your heart, if there is something you want to accomplish in your life, don't let the belief of I am too old hold you back. Because that, my lovely, lovely lady, that is a lie. In today's video, I'm going to debunk this lie, and I'm going to give you 3 ways to rewire your mindset so you can feel more confident, more deserving, and more alive. So before we can rewire this belief, we can change it or debunk it, we need to understand where this lie is coming from, because that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a lie. And actually, many of the beliefs that we have, limiting beliefs, are often lies. But let's go a little bit deeper. Why do we believe as women that we are too old to do certain things? Because we didn't just wake up one day and thought, you know what, today is the day that I feel too old. No, this is a belief that is learned, and this has been whispered to us by society since we were really young. That our beauty has an expiration date, that we should be having success before the age of 30, that love, marriage, babies, and success in our careers should all fit into this imaginary timeline. And this is especially true for women. It's like we were handed this invisible clock and we were told while we got this clock that we are already running out of time. But what if that's not the truth? What if this timeline that you have been running on and trying to keep up with was never your time to begin with? What if you were never behind, but you were simply being prepared? Prepared to build a life that truly feels good to you? What if you were prepared to become the woman you need to become first before you're ready to make that change in your life, or before you're ready to attract that thing into your life? And this is something I learned being a feminine mindset coach. We don't need to push more, force more, or do more. We need to unlearn what was never ours in the first place. We need to reprogram the beliefs that are keeping us stuck in these invisible cages. These beliefs like I am too old that are preventing us from doing the thing we really want to do. We need to reprogram the beliefs that are blocking us from receiving, the beliefs that are blocking us from our softness and are blocking us from becoming the women we are meant to be. So know that it's never too late. It's more about alignment. And you can choose that right now. You can choose that from now on, I am going to be aligned with the woman that I want to become. Because by you saying things that are not empowering, negative beliefs or negative words, such as, I am too old, it's too late for me, what you're doing is the version you want to become is here, you are here, and by saying these words, you are making the gap between the two of you so much bigger. What you want to do instead is reframe what you're saying, reframe what you're thinking, and get into alignment with the woman that you want to become, and start closing the gap by speaking more positively, and not only speaking more positively, believing more positive things about yourself, because it's your beliefs that are creating your reality. If you believe you're too old, that's what you're going to attract. If you believe that you're never too old, watch the opportunities come your way. Now we will focus on how you can rewire and change that belief of it being too late. This is a limiting belief, it's not supporting you, and it's not the truth. I have 3 really powerful tips that can help you. Tip number 1, I want you to start using identity changing affirmations. So instead of saying, I am too old to change, say, I am just getting started. I am a woman who reinvents herself with ease. So instead of saying the things that are not empowering, start saying things that are empowering. A great way for you to speak to your subconscious is with repetition. The more you repeat, the more your subconscious is going to take that on as your truth. And currently, your truth might be, I'm too old, because that is what you've been telling your subconscious over and over and over again. We want to change that, because the only truth is that you get better with age, just like wine. When I look at my own life, I am now in my 30s and I feel so good. Not just my appearance, but also internally. I have so much more confidence. I feel so much more empowered. I feel so much more powerful as well. People can say certain things to me and it would not affect me in the way that it did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We get better with time because you learn more, you grow. And even though you were wonderful 10 years ago, the woman you are right now has so much more knowledge. She has so much more power. She has so much more softness. You are a better version of yourself now than you were yesterday, than you were 5 years ago. You keep getting better. And the fact that you want to have new things into your life is an indicator that you are growing and it is time for change. So keep feeding yourself these identity shifting affirmations. Tip number 2 is to collect evidence of possibility. Always looking for proof. So feed your mind with examples. Feed your mind with proof of women who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s that are having incredible lives. Look at women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who started their businesses and who became successful. Women that fell in love, women that moved countries, women that made career switches, who healed their bodies, who found happiness. Find proof of these women because they are everywhere. And one woman that comes to mind is Martha Stewart. She started her business around the age of 35 and she didn't become a millionaire until in her 50s. So let this inspire you. Find evidence, find proof of women that are successful, that are in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, and that are thriving in life. Because those women are proof of what is possible. And ladies, I would love to hear from you. What is a limiting belief that you are letting go of? Let me know in the comment section below. Number 3, rewire your mind with what I call a belief flip. And the belief flip goes as follows. Every time you catch yourself saying, I am too old, it's too late for me, or insert any other limiting beliefs, by the way, you write it down and you write down the opposite. So you would say, it's not too late, I am ready now. And when you wrote down the opposite belief, it's not too late, I am ready now, I want you to say it 3 times out loud. It is not too late, I am ready now. And why this is so effective is that this is teaching your subconscious mind that you are no longer available for this old belief. Because the moment that belief comes up, you will be flipping it with something more empowering. I want you to start doing this daily. Every time this negative belief comes up, start flipping it. Even if you just take 5 minutes a day, do this for yourself for at least a week. And then you're going to start seeing your inner dialogue, your self-talk changing. Because then your subconscious mind knows, okay, she is no longer available for that. Let's adopt the new belief. And that, ladies, is how you truly rewire your mindset. So no, you're not too old to change. You're not too late. You are right on time. And you're just one belief away from a completely different life. And if you are ready to reset your mindset, build your confidence, connect to your feminine, and really become the woman you're meant to be, I would love to invite you to my Facebook group. It's a free group of us women coming together and growing. I would love to have you there. And if you're interested in my coaching program, I have a coaching program called the Feminine Reset. And in my coaching program, I help you to heal any emotional blocks that you have. I help you to rewire any limiting beliefs that are holding you stuck. And I help you to connect to your feminine. And I will help you to create more soft structures in your life to fully support the woman that you are becoming. If you're interested, all the information of the Facebook group and of my coaching program are all in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, ladies. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you did not subscribe already, because there will be weekly videos on feminine mindset, self-love, and building a soft and successful life for yourself. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye, ladies.